Hey Leo, welcome to your first reading for 2021. Hope this finds you well. Actually, it's not really your first reading. I did your morning musing reading this morning. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I added a new feature. For those of you who know, I usually do I talk about it. I do a little morning reading for the signs I'm going to read for later in the day, and I've decided in this new year to invite you in behind the scenes. So those are shorter little readings, and you can find them by first subscribing, click the little bell, you'll get notified for the next one, but then you can go view the videos on the channel and find the one from this morning. It was pretty intense. So at least that's how I took it. Almost made me cry. Anyway, I hope this finds you well and feeling very optimistic about all the world of possibilities for 2021. So let's keep it positive. All right, I'm pulling two cards from Spirit Animal Oracle. As always, feel free to flip the energies around from divine masculine to divine feminine if that fits your storyline better. Also, just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. You are always free to, if you're here as Leo's sun, to check out your rising reading or be a cross watcher. Okay, so divine masculine gets card 38. 3 and 8 is 11. Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Dream the world into being. I love that. Sort of what I was saying when I hope you feel the world of possibilities for 2021. It's kind of the same energy. Interesting. And then the feminine gets card 57, squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Wonderful divine feminine, believe in yourself. Yes, and whatever it is that's that's been sort of on a back burner, time to bring it into full view and tackle it with belief in yourself and a new world of possibilities. I'm just feeling very optimistic and hopeful, despite the fact that this is a devastating day for American democracy. I'm still positive and optimistic. Yeah, there may be a denial component in there. This is a card for you, Leo, from Soul Coaching. Inspiration, perfect. I am receiving divine inspiration right now. I love that. Inspiration is what is, sort of what I always feel like when I see the Ace of Wands. It's a very leonine energy of, and all fire signs actually, Aries, Leo, Sag, that sort of inspired. I like it. All right, beautiful. So let's see what's going on in your connection. Whew. What energies are coming through? There's our Page of Cups from this morning for those who came to play with me. And Two of Wands. That's the World of Possibilities card. See that little globe, the world in the palm of your hands, dear feminine. You can see the world and the whole horizon right as it's laid out before you. What do you want? What do you want? Choose the path. Perfect. Okay, so there's our past life soulmates. There's Virgo. Virgo, you were there this morning. Oh my gosh, this reading already. 6 of Cups. All right, I'll take it in the future. Knight of Pentacles, creating a plan, moving forward slowly, methodically, deliberately. Wow. 6 of Swords. Oh, wow. Maybe choosing a path that involves some communication, possibly some travel here, dear feminine. And this came out this morning as well. 4 of Wands. So I love the energy here. I'm getting all kinds of verklempt because this was a big part of the morning reading is all about this. It's sort of where you are in the connection right now. I've got the Hermit, Virgo energy, and the 8 of Wands, which is communication. So there's some kind of energy here. This is very much about going within and doing the inner work, which is very possible that this divine masculine is maybe feeling the energy of the need to kind of understand themselves better. It is kind of solitary journey, as you know, I talk about that, but I feel it's all born out of wisdom. There's an inner wisdom coming through here. a little different than the High Priestess, not an inner knowing, but just a wisdom. That's something that this divine masculine is interested in. It is also the card of Virgo, and they're showing up in the reading with the Page of Cups. This is a message of love or apology as the feminine is about to choose a path. I feel that in the past here, dear feminine, Six of Swords, there was an effort to get some peace of mind. Something going down that you just needed peace of mind, and now you're ready to communicate. That's how it feels to me. In the future, we have that. This feels celebratory for you and your twin. Beautiful energy, divine masculine in the past. This is the past life soulmate, the Six of Cups, balanced emotions, but also there's nostalgia here. Warm reflections on like nostalgic energy around this connection. This is a past life soulmate card, somebody that you've known for a long time, possibly from childhood or from your youth, depending on your age. That could be like, for me, it's like my 30s is my youth. So I like that that card shows up in the past, and now there's some deep inner thought around it, right? Really kind of trying to understand it better, and maybe a role that was played by this masculine in this connection before they move forward. So I like that there's self-understanding here, or at least an attempt to reconcile something. The Hermit is sort of pulled back and self-isolating, reclusive maybe, sometimes unapproachable. Page of Cups. Yeah. The Moon. Something that this masculine is maybe a little nervous about. Some insecurities may be triggered. They want to reach out and offer this message of love and or apology. It depends on your own storyline. You know what it is. But they're a little scared. They don't know what's on the other side. They don't know what they're going to get. There's a veil that needs to be lifted to sort of help this masculine feel more comfortable about it. But it's not there right now. They're creating the plan. Here it is. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Being very, very deliberate with everything they're doing, every action that they take. It's crossing every T, dotting every I, moving forward deliberately, methodically, with clear intentions in 3D and a plan. I like it. So this is not about impulsivity. This is very, very intentional. What's on the bottom? Absolutely. The Fool. Getting ready. Underneath, that's Aquarian energy of wanting to take a leap of faith, choosing a new path, a new day, starting over. But it's underneath. So it's not really in conscious awareness yet, but it is kind of guiding this masculine's behavior. Six of Cups in the past. Wow, guys. King of Cups, emotional availability. I feel as if this is high vibration love, lots of care and compassion. Knight of Swords, wanting to set things right. And this is about clearing the air, a desire to clear the air, swift action, almost like coming in quickly with your truth. This divine masculine in the past either wanted to do this or was sort of maybe getting out ahead of their skis a little bit. Perhaps there was some truth that wasn't told, because the King of Cups doesn't always express their emotions very well. Sometimes they can hold space for yours, but they can't always get the words out. With this past life soulmate, lots of resistance. So I think they kind of knew to some degree that they had that. I mean, I feel there's a lot of love here. I felt it in the morning reading. I feel there's a lot of love here. What I feel happened is there was a truth that needed to be told, and there was just no real impetus for the masculine to take that action underneath. They were stopped by their own resistance. Stopped by their own resistance, kind of resisting that that moment of truth. And now they're in the Hermit energy, or their present experience and may involve a divine feminine who's a Virgo. That comes through a lot. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. We also have Pisces here. We also have Aquarius here. So Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Feminine archetype of life partner. Here's the Page of Wands from this morning. I mean, I'm only laughing because there are those of you here that saw that morning musing, and you're seeing all these cards come out. So now you know why sometimes I feel very overwhelmed when I read, because I know what I see in the morning. So now I feel a little less overwhelmed because you were with me. Page of Wands, there is a desire, there is this sort of energy of delivering this message. It does feel a little impulsive. I feel this person is trying, in the morning reading the way it came out, in the deck that I used, the Page of Wands has his hand to his mouth like he's calling out. And this is exactly what it looks like. It looks like a calling out to the Hermit. Right? And I titled it, Come Back, Come Back. So I do feel like there's this very similar energy here. The Hermit, somebody who's inaccessible, but on a very not a spiritual, self-growth, on your spiritual path for self-growth and inner wisdom. Queen of Pentacles, I believe, is this feminine, somebody that this masculine knows they can count on, someone who's stable and grounded, could potentially be a life partner. And there's this fresh, high-spirited energy. I know the Page of Wands gets a bad rap a lot of the time as being like less mature. Of course, all the pages are a little less evolved. They're not kings. But I feel as if it's the fresh energy of the new year. That's what I feel I'm seeing underneath. Three of Wands, calling this in, really wanting this to deliver some message. We had both these pages this morning, Leo, in your reading. So I do feel the Three of Wands underneath, as this is a manifestation energy of, now that I know what I want, I'm trying to call it in, accessing the connection. But there's something here that I almost feel as if this is the divine feminine energy, the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles. And this masculine trying to draw that energy to them. Knight of Pentacles, though, gotta have a plan. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, keeping hope, faith, and trust alive that the universe has their back and will grant the wish. Aquarius, more Aquarian energy. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. Could be Aquarius rising. Look at this. This came out this morning too. Maybe healing as well, because this morning this was the Page of Wands was looking at this card. And I was saying come back, because this person, this feminine, may have turned their back and walked away. Perhaps just had to escape some drama for some of you. So there is a little healing around this. It's maybe perceived as some form of abandonment, because the Five of Pentacles came out this morning. Right. Here's some regret and sadness and loss. Five of Cups underneath. The whole walking away thing, regardless of who walked away, could be the masculine, could be the feminine, that doesn't matter. What matters is this masculine is moving forward very slowly and methodically, maybe by the light of the star, towards someone that I think they either walked away from or that walked away from them. There's a lot of regret about it. That may hold this person back. So I'm going to look over here at the feminine, Two of Wands. Yes. All that unconditional love of the divine feminine of the Empress, Taurus, and Libra. This divine feminine choosing the path. Right? It's been a lot of heartache. That one left a mark. One more on that. There's all the anxiety. Wow, Leo. It makes sense to me that this divine feminine would sort of be a little, a little bit up in their head. around the pain of the past. This is a past situation. Really trying to figure out what they want here. Still coming from divine feminine energy, the unconditional love of the Empress. I get that, but that doesn't mean that it goes without saying that there's some reservation here. And that's what that Nine of Swords is about to me. It's about running everything on a loop in your mind. Like, am I doing the right thing? Do I really want this? I got to keep this memory of, I'm trying to remember the pain. And you know how sometimes you feel like, am I just like a lamb to slaughter? Am I a glutton for punishment? And you kind of can't let it go, even though your heart, Empress, is telling you, choose the path. This person may be returning, and it's hard to sort of override your mind when you're fully in your heart chakra, underneath Tower. That's what you're remembering, the Tower moment, dear feminine. If you happen to be here as a feminine, that Three of Swords, man, it did a number. That Tower came down. I think that's because it's underneath. It's like outside of your immediate awareness, but I think that's why the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, all this ugly energy, painful energy is sort of right under the surface as you look at the paths before you. Six of Swords in the past, I think you kind of got out of Dodge. All this drama and heartache, you got out of Dodge. Queen of Cups. Yep. It took your empathy and off you went. It's like, ain't nobody got time for this. I like the Queen of Cups coming out along with the Empress because there's sensitivity there, there's empathy there, there's compassion in the Queen of Cups that is not always present in some of the other queens. So I like that the Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy coming through, but more than anything, I feel as if this feminine in the past just said, you know what, I'm coming from high vibration love. And what's going on here doesn't serve that. So I'm going to move on. I'm getting out of the turbulence. I'm moving to calmer waters. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing me. Lovers, Gemini energy there, but that is a twin flame card as well. It is about union, reunion, but it's also about coming home. It's a homecoming. And I feel as if the leaving all the turbulence behind with your compassion intact. So to some degree, despite the pain, despite the stress, despite this horrible Tower moment, whatever that is or was for you, you kind of got out with your head held high and still coming from high vibration love. You kept your vibration high during something very difficult, and you made a difficult choice. If you're here as the feminine. Underneath, Knight of Cups. On some level, this is an energy. To me, this represents the love connection at the emotional level, your heart completely out on your sleeve for the whole world to see. There was no emotion hidden here. This is underneath, though. I almost feel as if this feminine in the past knew to some degree that the masculine still had very powerful emotional feelings. But it was underneath, buried, unexpressed. Wow. But here we are right now. Possibly ready for some communication, either to be received or to deliver. To be received. Ready for that message of love or apology. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Leo, this is just amazing. It feels as if this energy is all around me now. I'm really feeling like the message is coming through very clearly. Someone who's watching, someone here is going to be receiving a message of love or apology. Someone. Right? Answer that call. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Hello? Answer the call. Past life soulmate calling. Oh, Leo, I love it. All right, there's Scorpio energy. Some of you put in the comments this morning that that was a powerful statement for you. It's coming in. You got to be prepared for the second chances, the forgiveness, answering the call of the connection. If you don't want it, this isn't your reading. Just, carry on. Don't come in the comments yelling at me. If you don't want reunion, then this isn't your reading, because reunion's coming is what I feel. At least communication is coming. That is a form of reunion. What's on the bottom? Right? I feel to some degree the divine feminine is aware that there may be some remnants of past patterns. Could be a karmic energy in the mix, or just a very toxic, bad pattern in this connection. It's underneath. So all that means is somehow maybe repressed, or just in the back of one's mind, it's hovering in the psyche that, oh, I better be very ready for everything that's coming toward me. And I have to know, am I really going to walk this path again, right? Things got really ugly up here. 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords. We got the Tower underneath. Now the Devil underneath. This was not a good match for a while. Something went really wrong. And I have a feeling that all that energy that's underneath is kind of like, yeah, I got to be really careful with everything I do and everything I say, and whether or not I either answer the call, and if I do, do we entertain a second chance here? Is there room for forgiveness? I think that's where the feminine is at right now. Where are we headed? Wow, Leo, seriously, 4 of Wands. I got a masculine who regrets what what's gone on in the past. Maybe still healing, being guided by the stars, forward step by step, very methodically. So we have endings and new beginnings. If you want it, it's yours, Leo, if you want it. Close out all this old, ugly energy. Turn the page, start a new chapter. Oh my God, I'm not even going to touch it. All right, if this is speaking to you before I fall apart, you want to follow me to the extended, the link is below the video in the description box in the first or second sentence. I will be there in a couple of seconds, Leo. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me this morning. For those of you who did, thank you for being here and supporting this energy that's coming through. I couldn't pull it out if it wasn't for you, so thank you so much. I'll see you in a couple seconds or in your next reading. Take care, Leo.